Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Now, Maz, this is going to make you happy because I know how much you love birthdays. Happy birthday to Dan Campbell.
50.
And happy birthday to Mama Maz.
Yes. Happy birthday, Mama.
That's awesome.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday in Jersey. And my buddy Paul at Hideaway Lanes, like my brother.
How the hell do you know Hideaway Lanes?
Well, he's like my brother. He's a godson, a godfather of my kid.
Everybody's birthday. I
know.
I
know it's pathetic.
I am infatuated with that.
I know.
You know what we were talking about very quickly because there's so much you get into.
Endless Love
and Hearts on Fire.
We both listened to Endless Love today.
We were talking about was it Maz that brought it up? Was it you? How your significant other
it was me
has this incredible ability to find things. I can look all over the house for something, like tear things apart for 45 minutes and get utterly flustered, and she'll go, "What's wrong?" And I'll go, "I lost this," right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Immediately, KG.
Yeah. And normally it's followed by like a lip smack or something like that. Like, oh, you're dumb. Like your dad used to do. Like, oh, you're stupid. Here it is.
You can't find
They have a radar we don't have.
I
They
swear.
really do.
Well,
It is insane.
It started because Kenny, I could not find the plug-in for my headphones.
Surprise.
So I'm like, it's missing again. So Kenny comes in. I'm like, Kenny, I can't find it. So he in 10 seconds he found it. So that's why I said I can't find anything.
One of my favorite things too is Maz immediately goes into accusations.
Yeah.
Somebody stole it. I swear this time.
He was ready to blame me.
Immediately.
I'm like, bro, I wasn't even here Friday. What
If all else fails, blame the black guy, right? That guy wasn't even here.
It was Neil.
No, it's the truth.
It was in Neil's cabinet, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it was.
It was in Neil's cabinet.
It's not Neil's cabinet. It's the projector cabinet. We have a separate cabinet for the projector.
That wasn't a Neil cabinet? Hey,
shout out to Amy.
Amy in the house.
Shout out.
Make sure y'all go in there and tip Amy a lot of money. She's awesome.
Maz.
Amy, I'll have a Coke.
Would you?
Sorry. Coke. I'm joking.
I'll have a Coke.
All right.
I really want one, though.
Nice weekend for the Tigers.
Kenny, can you get me one?
Yes, I will.
Can you believe this?
I will,
I'm serious. That's only the third season where the Pistons had 60 or more wins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
First time since 06.
Isn't that
Yeah.
like I don't know why that because
It's
I
a big
would have
deal.
assumed when you look back to the Bad Boys, 88 they were really good and fell just short.
Yeah.
Then obviously 89 was one of the years. I would have assumed 90. I would assume one of the years between 03 and 08.
Right.
And it was 1 year, but that's weird. Only the third year.
Yeah, they were a perennial 50-win team, so they were right around 50.
They didn't care about the regular
whenever they
season.
were good. But for them to hit 60, it's a big deal, man. Like I'm so proud of this team. I can't put into words like how it feels to have this good of Piston basketball back in Detroit. Like,
Bro,
crazy.
it's the first time in the history of the NBA that a team has gone from 60 losses to 60 wins in 2 years.
It's insane.
First time
bro.
ever.
Wow.
If I said 60 and 22, like we're standing back here in like November.
Yeah, we're laughing.
Hey guys, 60 and 22. You know, I can hear KG pump the brakes. Like I think we're gonna be really good.
Yeah.
But 60 and 22.
I'd have smacked you and called you crazy.
But guess what? Not too long ago, we did say we all thought they were going to get to 60. We all said that.
Well, when you start out with the pace that they had,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I mean it really does become I don't know a math issue at that point.
Bro,
in time,
they've been dominant the whole season. There really hasn't been a drop off. They may have had 2 or 3 game stretch where they didn't look the best, but they have had no drop off the whole year. That's amazing.
They had
even
that one-
without Cade.
They had that 4-game losing streak where we all started to say, uh-oh.
Right.
Then Cade went out, and they go on like a
And they go on a
9-2
tear.
run.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Congratulations to Rory. I'm a sucker. Master Sunday I'm in. Like, just, I'm in.
Yeah, once the Tigers were over, I flipped it over.
Yeah,
flipped it on.
I-
And I'm
they-
not a hot golf guy.
They got me. They got me. It's been that way, gosh, for a long. Jack Nicklaus, when I thought he
Yeah.
was older than my grandfather, and he won in '86.
Yep.
It's just like I get dialed in, and it's like, all right, because that was the good news about the Tigers kind of jumping up the way they did.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, Jack, you keep an eye on that. I'm going to keep an eye on this. So, and then there's the Red Wings. Do you notice how we got all the shiny, happy things out first?
I know, right?
So
Real
nobody
quick, too.
can yell at me right now.
So we got Tigers, Pistons, Rory.
Draft is 10 days away.
Yeah.
Draft is 10 days away. And then we have the Wings.
We're planning an extravaganza, you guys. I'm not at liberty to give out like full details now, but we're planning an extravaganza, and I hope that everybody's involved again, because that, if you've been with us for a while, like the first draft show we did back in 2021. Like everybody was there, and guys would come up for a few minutes and then go off for a few minutes and then come off for a few minutes and all that. But it was like a total team effort. It was just so cool. And last year we had so much fun at Buddy's downtown. That was like really such a cool night. I mean, obviously it wasn't cool in the regard that the Pistons weren't able to take care of business. But the electricity downtown last year with the Pistons playing, just a couple blocks away,
Yep.
was unbelievable.
Remember, we were going back and forth. I left the Piston game and I came to Buddy's, and there's a Piston show on one side and a draft show is on the other side.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That KG.
Yeah.
KG
Yeah.
just kept, take off his headphones, run to one,
Yep.
take off his headphones,
Yep.
run to the other.
That
Good
was cool.
times, man.
But the soda machine was off. I was disappointed by the time I got there.
Hey, chill,
They had
chill.
locked it. They had locked me down. I couldn't get a soda.
We gonna figure that out, man.
Okay.
We cool with the
Soda
CEO
machine
of Buddy,
was
so we might be able to work that out
Okay,
this
good.
time.
All right,
Shout out
so-
Ron Rojas.
We have that.
Soda
We have
machine
that
is
coming
down.
up Thursday. I'm happy to say Scott Bischoff will be with us for a while.
Shout
All right,
out.
Scotty.
He can't stay the entire night, but
Why not, Scott?
we're old. Well, he's
Come
got
on,
other.
Scotty.
I know, joking.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go.
But he and I go way back, and he was like, dude, let's do this. And so he is going to be with us from the start of the draft to a few minutes after the Lions pick. Like I said,
Yeah, that's all
you got to
everyone
stick
cares about.
around and let me know how it fits, and give your take and everything, and then you can run off and do your other stuff.
Will he call in when the Lions trade up late in the first round again?
We
I'll
don't
make
know
sure
that.
he does. How's that? Wouldn't that be? Oh,
that'd be
don't
crazy.
tease me like that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They found a guy. He's still there? What do you guys
See,
want?
this is why, Maz. This is why I keep saying it, though. Like,
Wait till there. I know.
yeah, just wait.
Yeah.
And again, we don't have a third. Okay, that doesn't matter to this guy. He's shown he's gonna move. Like, he's gonna move.
Did we just define aggressive?
Yeah.
That's
Define
Brad
aggressive.
Holmes in the draft, man.
Financial constraints.
Yeah, a lot
We
of
need
them.
Brad
Financial
shirts.
constraints.
We do.
Wings eliminated
Ouch.
for the 10th straight year.
Ouch.
How many of those guys have made the playoff? Larkin made one, right?
Made one. Yeah, made one.
How about Raymond?
Nope.
Name some guys that haven't made the playoff on that team.
Basically, do you want me to go down the whole?
No.
Basically, everybody who's
Right.
been a part of this franchise.
Except the veterans that have come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have not made a playoff. And where they go out in 4 or 5 the first year
They haven't.
when they made it in when Larkin was in.
They lost in 5 to
5.
Tampa.
Right, 5.
They haven't made it in this arena.
No,
I mean, think about that. The Pistons have been to multiple.
they haven't won one in Little Caesars though. The Pistons.
Yeah,
That ends on
we,
Sunday.
We got to change that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got to change that. We got to change that. I think the way it happened this year was 100 times more disheartening than anything else, because you're talking about a team, and I remember I said at the time, sometimes the games in hand can be a little misleading. Okay.
Yeah.
When some team has played 2 or 3 games more than the other team, dig a little deeper. But to fall off the way they did was gross.
It's a first, by the way. To be in first for as long as they have and to not make the playoffs, it's the first time in NHL history a team that's been that high
Oh, great.
to finish out of the money at the end of the year.
I love what the 100th year and 10 years, franchise record, it's gross. There's no doubt about it. I'm not even going to go back down on the bit that we did last week. I get it in this town. There are people that could never, ever bring themselves to say that Steve Yzerman has not done a good job, let alone maybe he shouldn't be doing it anymore. I get it.
Yeah.
100. There are people. I have a friend who is completely incapable of saying it and, like, admitted to me. He said, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a loyalist.
and I'm like, fair enough.
Like Neil calls his text buddy group. Al Avila loyalist. He's a Stevie White loyalist.
Just don't get mad at me.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at other people who are speaking factually.
Steve Avila?
Oh God, we
were doing that last week.
Is it that bad?
We were doing.
Yeah, it is really.
Is it that?
Oh,
bad?
it is.
It is.
Oh, it is.
Matter of fact,
Absolutely.
it might be worse. At least Al had guys that actually came up, and you got the Riley Greens, the Carpenters.
Eventually.
They came up and did
and
something.
in fairness to Steve,
Not right away, but
Mo
eventually.
Siders turned into a star. He
Yeah,
really has.
But that's it. And
Lucas Raymond's a good player.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
So, too.
Right?
He's a very good
he
player.
Made it, I call it kicking the can down the road. And the Detroit Tigers have led the world in this. Okay? It's always the next guy. Oh, no. Wait till you see Max Clark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm actually excited to see Max.
Brasinio.
Oh.
Wait till
I'm actually excited to see
the
Brasinio.
Red Wings have been living on credit for years.
How about Lorenzo?
It's always the next guy. It's always Elmer Soderblom. Do you remember the hype? I mean,
the Big E.
we were like, I'm not joking. My buddy and I went to the game, and I go, I'm sorry. I mean, he's got an incredible, but you know the names. I'm not going to waste your time. Okay. The one interesting thing I love.
Elmer's going to the playoffs.
I love what Todd McClellan had to say.
Yeah.
I love what Todd McClellan had to say.
All year.
And I'm going to say the same thing. This is where I'm going to sound like a broken record, okay?
Yeah. They
If
deserve to get
three
booed.
coaches in a row are saying some variation of the same message, are they all wrong? Are all three of those coaches wrong? It's the coach's problem. Might it be, I'm just spitballing here. Might it be the construction of this team? Might it be the players who make up the construction of this team? Okay? And this, again, falls on Steve Yzerman, the general manager. All right? Two of those guys you handpicked. Coach Lalone and Todd McClellan. But in case you missed it, I loved what Todd McClellan had to say about the noise.
Yeah.
The noise outside the room. You guys, you don't have a leg to stand on. Here's Todd McClellan.
Well, this is Detroit. This is hockey town. I've been lucky enough to be on the other side of it when they couldn't stop cheering for this team, and they're dying for that. They crave that. That's what they want. And I don't even know if they want a Stanley Cup championship anymore. They just want a team that's going to come and give them something to cheer about. And this outside noise stuff or whatever, that's inside noise. Those are our fans in our building, and they pay to watch us play, and we get paid well to perform for them. And they're fully entitled to their opinion, and we deserve their opinion. Like, there's no other way to sugarcoat it. That's what we earned.
That was on Fan Appreciation Day. They got booed off the ice.
Yeah.
Then they had to go back on the ice because they all had to be with the fans, sign autographs, take pictures.
No, you can go home.
Can you imagine
What
that?
a day to get booed on Fan Appreciation.
Yeah.
My
They had to wait around.
I know a guy, and he was there, and he said it was the most awkward.
It was deafening.
Yeah, it was really awkward.
I watched the whole thing, the whole post-game show, everything with Mickey, Chris, Trevor, hear all the players. That's the first time all year I tuned in for every single minute of it.
I get that players are frustrated. I think when you start to go with the noise outside the room and the noise, and especially when you point the finger at the media, because I'm going to tell you what, you guys, and I don't care if I piss off some of my contemporaries, there are way too many people in this town that want to sing the Legoland song and talk about how everything is awesome. This is not a difficult media at all. in regards to the Detroit Red Wings, in regards to Steve Yzerman's Detroit Red Wings. It's not.
I've never seen a bad column or article against him.
It is. You compare this to some other places. But I'll say this, okay? If you don't like people calling you soft, don't be soft.
Yeah.
If you don't like people saying you choke at the end of the year, don't choke at the end of the year, years running. It would be one thing if this was an anomaly, okay? I think we all know what's happened late in the season for years running now. How many times misguided anger? You're looking at the wrong guy. You're looking at that guy who pays a shitload of money to go in there and get tickets. It's not his fault. It's not. That lady who makes a 2.5-hour drive to the game to watch her team and is so frustrated that she feels the need to boo, she feels the need to let her frustration be known, it's not her fault either.
No, sir.
I mean, and you know what? It's not Coach McClellan's fault because Coach McClellan's been talking about this since day one. Literally, do you remember? It was after the home opener against Montreal, if I'm not mistaken. They got smoked. And do you remember that's when he said, if not now, when? We've been hearing about these guys for so many years. See, kicking the can down the road. We've been hearing about this group. We've been hearing all about the talent. We've been hearing that this is the year that they take the step, right? How many times? And you know all the magical little names, right?
Initials.
And initials.
Yeah.
It's a good bit.
Thanks.
MBN, ASP. We've heard all about these guys. Okay,
Some
all
cool
right.
initials.
There more
So
coming up.
if not now, when? And that's what Coach McClellan said back in October. And here we are having the same conversations we've had years running now. Years running.
I don't know. When I watch the games, maybe I'm just not picking on them enough. How do you tell these guys that they're not really trying? These are pros. You don't think they want to win?
That was, Maz, can I ask you something? You watched that whole game, right?
Of course.
All right. Did you see a legitimate check thrown in that game?
Not really.
That was a bad beer league game. You have a team literally fighting for their existence. Now, I know in the back of their head,
They had three leads.
They're probably sitting back going, you know what, we could win out and still miss the playoff. Maybe that's part of the equation. I don't know.
Of course,
No.
yeah.
I don't know.
No.
Maybe in the back of their head they know, okay, we're really up against it. We have a 5% chance to make the playoff, okay?
7.
But to go out there, depending on which one you were looking
I
at,
don't
Right.
to go out there and absolutely mail it in against a team who's been out of it for weeks was gross. I'm sorry. It was gross.
Well, they lost twice to the Devils and lost to the Rangers. Last year, remember, they couldn't beat the Coyotes.
Yeah.
You get what you get.
And that's what cost them.
You get what you get. I mean, really, that's
Self-inflicted, though.
But they don't get up for the crap teams.
That's tough. I can't even remember a coach in this town saying you deserve to be booed. When is the last time that's happened in this town?
They beat your Canadians just a
That's
few
crazy.
weeks ago. What a game. I'm like, that's the Turner.
yeah.
That's it.
Yep. Look how those two teams responded.
Oh, yeah.
Detroit went. What was it? 1-5-1 at home since then, and the Habs went off on an 8-game win streak.
And they scored 3 goals in 50 seconds yesterday against the Islanders.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Your boy
What do
Davidoff.
you want me to say?
That's tough.
Sorry, the signs have been there for a while. They have been.
You was ahead of the game, Sean. I always give you credit. You be ahead of the game on the Wings every time. You said it last year.
They
You said
don't-
it this year.
Do you know what people need to accept?
I don't like them picking on Larkin, though.
He's a good player.
He's a very good player.
He is a number 2 center. I don't know what else to tell you. I just when people ask me,
He's a number 1 center with help.
I don't think he is. I think he would be I use this as an example. Let me use the Habs as an example.
Don't use them.
No, I'm going to. If you put him on the second line behind Nick Suzuki,
Yeah.
you put him on the second line
100-point guy.
with Ivan Demidov and me. Okay, Could you imagine? He'd be sick. He'd be sick. I don't think he's a top-line guy. I don't. And I'm sorry. I think the numbers have supported that, right?
By the way, did I read Suzuki 100 points, but
101.
only the third player in Canadians history to get 100 points?
They haven't had a 100-point score.
How's that?
They haven't had a 100-point score in 40 years.
They had Guy Lafleur.
Yeah. Matt Snaslund had 110 in 86. Isn't that crazy? 40 years ago.
All those Stanley Cups, they didn't have a 100-point guy?
Yeah. They had their first 50-goal scorer in 36 years. Numero 44, Stéphane Richer.
Unbelievable.
Last guy. Yeah. So it's frustrating. I say it all the time. It's not a joke. I want to see playoff hockey in that barn. I want to go down to the plaza, and instead, what we're going to do is we're going to grab a bunch of lawn chairs and sit there and drink Sun Cruisers in the middle of the summer and pretend like we are.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I know it's not as fun.
I don't.
No game on the Chevy Plaza.
There's a talent issue, and I wish people, and some of my buddies here, I'm not going to mention any names, some of my buddies here have acknowledged that. There's a talent issue. The talent isn't, there is one, I told you, I read something, I'm not going to say his name, but somebody in town put out this, he's done a good job of bringing in high-end talent. And I was this close to responding and going, who? But I didn't.
All right.
Who's the high-end talent? I'll give Alex DeBrincat credit. He's top 10 goal scorer, okay?
Yeah. Trade. Yeah.
I'll give Mo Sider the credit that he absolutely deserves, all right? Outside of that goal. But surely, what is always the case, and this is a kick in the can, down the road stuff, wait till you see this kid. Wait till you see that kid. Wait till you see this kid. Well, how long are you going to do that?
Larkin's a point-a-game guy. He is.
Yeah, he's
That's
around,
bad?
He's around a point a game. I think when you compare that to other centers in the league, yes.
All right.
He's not McDavid. He's not Crosby.
He's not Suzuki.
No.
Yeah,
he's not Suzuki.
But kind of back it up to Maz's point, we haven't seen it the other way. If we've seen how he's played in like the Four Nations and the Olympics when he's around other talented guys, you get a better Larkin. So it's just like, do you think that Stevie Y is maybe like in the Brad Holmes category? He's just hasn't been aggressive enough, and that's what's costing.
That's a huge point. 100%. Yep.
But Brad brought in
huge point.
Starters.
Yeah.
He brought in a whole team of starters. Give him that.
I thought the Falk pickup was better than people gave
That's
it
a great
credit for.
pickup.
I did.
You had to wait till the 12th hour for that.
Yeah, I
you almost didn't have it.
To your point, what you just said about Dylan Larkin, I think that tells you everything you need to know about Dylan Larkin.
Right.
I really do, okay? If Dylan Larkin is around other guys, Dylan Larkin is this. But Dylan Larkin, unlike some of those guys that we mentioned, Dylan Larkin isn't the guy that's going to grab Maz by the scruff of the neck and say, come up here.
He can't carry you.
Come up here. Here's the next level.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you. I'm going to make you a better player.
But to Maz's point, I think that's okay if you surround him with other talent. Like if you're Stevie Y, how can you not see that? How can you not see every time this guy goes in a tournament, he's cutting the rug.
But he's trying, Kenny. Stevie's trying, but he failed. These players he drafted, he failed.
Yeah.
He flunked. They're all second, third line guys.
And it's funny. I feel sorry for Dylan in this regard because so often it comes back to him.
Yeah, it has to.
And I don't think that's necessarily fair because he is a good player.
Very good.
I don't hesitate to say that. And people are like, man, why are you dogging on Larkin? What are you talking? I'm not dogging on Larkin.
Yeah, but he's just not.
You're asking me to call him something he's not. And if you want to have that conversation, let me warn you before you go down that road, you're going to lose. Look at what other 1Cs are doing in the league and compare that to Dylan Larkin. I think that tells you all you need to know. But that doesn't mean I want to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
It's not a bad thing.
I want Dylan Larkin here. I think the problem is it upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't think they've done a good enough job of filling this roster. I hear it all the time. I was reading an article today. Ansar Khan. Shout out to Ansar, okay? Been doing it forever. Ansar came out with a good article today talking about the woes of the bottom six. And Ansar, while I agree with you, all right, and this is not, I don't think enough people are talking about the top six. Look at the top 6. You tell me. You look at the top 6 forwards, and you tell me how that compares to other teams, to playoff teams.
Yeah. It's not close.
Dylan Larkin on the booze as well.
This is painful.
It's extremely difficult. I mean, our fans are great. They're passionate. They care about winning. There's been some great years here, and they want us back to that, and that's what they expect here. And to hear that, very difficult, and we're down. I'm down as down as I could be right now. So.
I wonder aloud where his head's at. I mean that in all sincerity. I wonder aloud where his head's at. We were talking about it last week. There are whispers. I don't know how much validity to it. I would hope, bless you, I would hope that you would take my word on this, and I double-checked multiple places. There are whispers that it might be time. It might be time for him to go elsewhere.
No way.
I have to wonder if, in his mind, it's time to go elsewhere. I really do. I have to wonder aloud. And he's the only one.
If I was him, I would want to be somewhere.
I wouldn't expect him to come out and say that. Nobody. But I wonder if in his mind.
Do you think his ego would allow him to be like that?
Well, and you got to remember, he's got a full no trade clause, but full no trade clauses are in name only.
Yeah.
If the club asks a guy or the guy asks the club, that's how quickly that can change.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of become an old bit.
Yeah.
And I think the guy works his tail off. I think, again, he's a heck of a player.
What can you get for him?
I think at trade deadline, you would have had a really good thing. And, Lord knows his franchise. Lord knows his franchise loves its prospects.
That's like trading Skubal at the deadline. Because you were in the you were in the playoff hunt, right? So you're doing the same thing.
I get what you mean.
Find me a team right now. Okay, find me a team right now that wouldn't drop their pants around their ankles to have Dylan Larkin as their number 2 center.
Of course they would.
Like all the playoff teams. Are you kidding me? A veteran playing with the young phenom Ivan Demidov. Are you kidding me? It'd be unbelievable. So in the summer, I don't know. I mean, it'd be a good market, but at deadline is when teams are sitting back saying, okay, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Our fortunes would improve immensely if we went and picked up this guy.
And if you Stevie, you kind of got to look at that, right? Like I think Spenny said it last week. There should be no sacred cows on this team. There should be no untouchables.
Other than Mo
should be on
Sider.
the table.
Stevie might not be here to make that decision.
I would. Other than Mo Sider, I wouldn't give him up for anything. I'm serious. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give him up for anything.
Everybody else though.
In my mind, 1,000%. Everybody and everybody, blanket statement. I think they've given this group enough time and enough rope to show what they are.
And it's not working.
And they haven't done it.
Yeah.
They haven't done it.
You haven't improved.
How about this? Take anything out of how hard that Atlantic was, how hard that East was. What do they have? 5, 6 teams that are going to be in the 90s or close to 100, and you got 3 in the Western Conference? Now, I know.
But you know what the problem is? Everybody knew before the season. And if you didn't know, you should listen to people like me who have been screaming that for 2 years. Literally, this is the wrong time for Detroit. It is. There's no doubt about it. I remember KG talking with Neil about this almost 2 years ago, okay? Because Neil used the line, it was kind of funny. Neil used the line, the initial descent, because you were going to see a flip in this division, okay? You were going to see some of the mainstays kind of go like this, and you were going to see the Detroits, the Ottawas, the Montreals, the Buffaloes kind of flip. So the top went like this, and the bottom went like that, okay? And Detroit was supposed to be a part of that.
Yeah.
You had a head start.
And they're not.
A lot of those teams you had a head start on, by the way.
A huge head start.
Yeah. That's what's kind of unforgivable.
Buffalo is the one that they just were never able to get that right, and then finally it came together this year. Who knew firing a general manager would do that?
What?
But I mean, they went on a tear after that.
Concept.
I mean, the Habs were in the Stanley Cup Finals 5 years ago. Completely tore the team down, with the exception really of Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki, and they went like that.
Wow.
And then Tampa's Tampa, Tampa's like the one constant. Okay, even the team that went to the finals 3 years in a row, won 2 of them in a row, went like this.
Yeah.
Right? Toronto went like that. And Detroit's going, hey, guys, we've been down here for a while. It's not that bad. Just we'll show you around, and it's depressing. It is. It's depressing.
I mean, the Pistons let go of Joe Dumars after they traded for Iverson. Once the Chauncey trade happened, they kept him, I think an additional 5 years
Yeah, they
after
did.
that. Maybe 6.
Big mistake.
So they kept him.
say
And what
that's
happened to him?
They
bottom out.
deteriorated.
They bottom out to a 14-win team eventually. Is that what you want with this team? There's only one answer here, honestly, and it's Yzerman. As much as we all love him, and he's forever a Red Wing, it's time for him to go up to assist the Illiches in business, but not work on this hockey team anymore. That's the only thing that can save this team.
My jaw would drop. I'm gonna keep saying that.
But it's the truth.
He has.
He's the one. He's the straw that stirs the drink.
I don't know how.
I don't think.
Outside of your heart.
I don't think he lasts,
Outside of your heart, I don't know how anybody could say, "Oh yeah, no, he deserves a good
bro.
job."
I don't think he lasts.
Because you're speaking with your heart, and this is again, you're talking about one of the biggest icons this city will ever see.
Absolutely.
And so I think a lot of people are thinking that way.
We love him.
I don't think they get rid of him.
I don't think so.
And
it's
in
gonna take more.
this is 1,000% an opinion. I want to make sure,
Yeah.
okay? I don't think that he'll walk away and go, yeah, you know what? Sean Horkoff, you come in. I'm going to go upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't think his ego is going to allow him.
No.
I don't even know if you want guys that are in this franchise. I think you want to go outside the franchise. Remember when Scotty Bowman came here? Mm-hmm. Go outside the franchise. Then enough of the old days. The old days are done. This is the worst streak in Red Wing history. They're on their centennial year. They are out of the playoffs for a 10th straight year. That's bottom. They have bottomed out. I know they got 90-plus points, but it's not competitive. They would have gotten in as an 8 seed, and they got blasted by the Hurricanes in 5 games.
Yeah, it's the high water mark right now.
Yeah.
At 91 points. It's
Right.
the high water mark right now. Yeah.
If they even made the playoffs, they last 5 games. 5. Maybe a sweep. But it would have been nice for them to make it at least, just so they can get a taste and snap the streak. It's over, man.
I don't.
It's over. 2 more games left in the season. I'm telling you, I got a hunch he's gone.
I'm not gonna. I'm only saying this for posterity reasons. Not that I agree with this logic 7 years in, but if you remember, almost 7 years ago, he said day one, this is not about making the playoffs. This is not about and Carlos from the Free Press, Monterez,
Yeah.
He actually asked him before the season started, and he said, "Well, your definition of success and my definition of success are 2 different things. I'm not looking at just getting into the playoffs. I'm looking at how the players are growing." Okay, fair enough. Well, I would ask Mr. Yzerman on this day, how did you see development?
Yeah.
How did you see development this year?
You should have heard Ozzy and Mickey trying to find bright spots on this team, and they brought up very few. They did. They were trying their best, and they reached down, and they came up with nothing. They did. They reached down deep, and they came up with, well, they led for half the season. They were the number 1 team. They had some leads. That's good. They had nothing.
Well, the good news, man, is like you said, the good news is it's high water mark. And legitimately, heck, they could set the high water mark. The bad news is they could also finish 12th in the conference.
Yeesh.
Which they will, because they're not going to win the next 2 games.
But I would ask
Worst to
Steve,
worst.
and maybe, at the year-end presser or whatever, maybe somebody's there that could ask Steve and say, how do you think the development's gone? Here's a prize guy that everybody and their brother was talking about, where I told 2 people that worked here in December, the kid was physically overmatched. I hate to go Ken Holland on you, but it was a man's league. And this kid was not ready for this league. He wasn't. He's physically not ready in ASP. No. And then all of a sudden he got benched. And he stayed benched. And he stayed benched. And he stayed benched. And finally they said, well, why is he even here? Let's just send him down to Grand Rapids. And he comes back and immediately shows to everybody again, early in a big game against Columbus, why he's overmatched.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying that ASP is never going to be a good player, okay? But if out of one side of your mouth you're going to talk about you want to see development and you want to see steps, you didn't see it out of that kid. Is there anybody else?
Besides Mo, who
Marco
developed.
Casper. I loved Marco Casper last year. Loved him. Literally. Okay. What does he do for an encore? So if that's what you're looking for, Mr. Yzerman, with all due respect, if that's what you're looking for, what did you see this year? I saw Marco Casper take a huge step back. I saw we get another year in with Lucas Raymond, where I'm left saying, he's pretty good, but gosh damn it, I want more. And that's been my feeling about Lucas Raymond, for years now. Man, when he shows the flashes, remember late in the year that the heroics a couple years ago?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, where's that guy?
Where's that team?
Whatever.
Then they fell on their ass the following year. And then this year. They took a little step up, but basically they're just treading water.
It's frustrating. It is legitimately frustrating. And
It's a shame.
yeah, it is.
It's a shame. It's a shame that this town does not have a team in the hunt.
Do you think this will be the wake-up call for Stevie going into the offseason? No?
I think it's the wake-up call
Business as
for the
usual.
Illiches.
He is going to do things his way. No.
Yeah.
Nope. No doubt in my mind. What I would say to Mr. Yzerman is, Steve, this isn't working. And especially now that you're in that no man's land where you're not getting the high draft picks, okay, it becomes increasingly more difficult.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you can't find your guy later. Like Caulfield was 15th overall? I think 15th overall. You can still find those gems. And that's part of what made him so good in Tampa is getting Kucherov later where he did. But it becomes increasingly more difficult.
Yeah.
You know?
And people were saying you needed to make the playoffs 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I think that the more that you don't make it, I don't think he can afford to have another season like this one next year. Or maybe those shatters do get loud. I know Matt's saying it's going to happen this offseason.
He's not going to be here next year.
Who knows? Who knows? I think he'll be here just based off of who he is. But you can't continue to go out there and do this, though. Or else those calls will get louder. Those fans that are loyal to you will eventually turn on you. We've seen it with Joe Dumars, who won a championship in this town, mind you. So, we love Stevie. We do. But it's got to change. I'm supposed to make the playoffs.
I'll say it again,
ago.
you guys, too. Honest to God, do you think that any of us want to be here, sitting here this morning talking about this shit? I don't want to do that. Do you know what I want to be doing? I want to be talking about, are they going to play? Dude, they could beat Carolina. They could beat Carolina's. Their back end has been bad for 10 years.
Yeah.
A total complete team except goalie, 10 years running, right? Oh, I don't know if I want to see Buffalo in the first round. Although there are some questions about those are the conversations I want to be having. Oh my gosh, can you believe the Wings and the Habs are playing a playoff series? It's the first time since '78.
Right.
How stinking cool. Man, I want to be talking about that. I want to be talking about going down to Detroit and sitting there at the Red Mile. And oh my gosh, how cool would that be?
Chevy Plaza.
I don't want to be talking about this shit.
Bump, man, it's crazy.
You guys are so negative. And again, this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, okay? It's not my fault. It is not my fault.
Snitsky
It is
wood.
not fans' fault that they felt the need to boo incessantly. If you don't want to be called soft, stop being soft. If you don't want to hear about choking late in the year, don't choke late in the year years in a row. It's really not. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to my children.
Yeah.
Like, now, Jack, did you learn a lesson? When you see that stove glowing, don't put your hand on that stove. We got a break.
We're going to lose Paul Woods, too. Woodsy's retiring.
What a good guy.
Oh, one of
Really
the best.
good guy.
Him and Ken Cal were a great pair.
Really good guy.
They were fun to listen to. It's so we salute Paul Woods. Congrats, man. Go fishing. Catch something big.
All right. Where do you want to go, JB?
Yes.
Let's see. We got to hear from Planet Fitness and then Pure Psychiatry. But first, we got some super chats to clear up. Shout out to everyone sending in super chats, and shout out Gold Crown for sponsoring our super chats as well too. $10 from Tev Sauce.
Hey,
He
Tev.
drops. He says, drove down from Traverse City to catch my first Tigers game in 13 years. Had great weather and a great game, except I was in the John when McGonigal hit his first.
Ah, damn. You missed the beauty.
Bummer.
You missed the beauty.
See the guy who caught it? Exchanged it to McGonigal, got a signed jersey, got to go in the dugout, and took many pictures. That was a great moment.
If I was him, I'd have kept that baseball.
My kid and I were talking about that.
This kid go
I
for
would have
special.
if I caught that, I would have, and I use this term, I would have asked for the Maz package.
Yeah, for real.
And then the Tigers would have looked at
Maz
me and said,
package.
"What's the Maz package?" And I said, "Well, I want 10 seats in that, behind the plate, whatever that is."
Yep.
The priority
Right
club.
next to Illich. Right next to him.
Priority club.
And then I want 10 4 passes to the Champions Club, and I'm gonna take my friend KG and JB and Mazda 1 game, and then I would give all the names, and I go, and then we're cool.
Yeah.
You don't want anything signed or anything? No. They just said, let's get what's it called? Priority Club.
The priority club. The
That's
home
the
plate
one.
club.
I haven't sat there yet.
I got one game there.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How'd you finagle that?
I forgot someone. I got it from someone.
You're a weasel.
I know
Let's
a
be
guy.
honest. That's what it. Just say I'm a weasel, and we'd all move about our
Boy,
day.
I'd have kept
I
know a
it.
guy.
Because I know a guy,
know
and
a
that guy
guy.
can't even get me in there.
I know.
Right.
I got you.
McGonigal would have been mad at me, boy. I'm not giving
I think
that
I went in
I
with the.
wouldn't be
With,
giving that
You
up
might be
either.
the rookie of the year this year. I'm not giving that up. You might be special, bro.
that is a good package you asked for. That's a
Oh
good
yeah,
package.
yeah. I go to the game special. I don't want any money or.
How about a season
I
package?
love money.
Yeah, I was about
but-
to say you don't want money.
I do love money, but,
Shit, all
but
right.
no, but dude, you're a dick to do that.
Yeah.
You're a dick to do like
Nobody
okay,
told you to be
McGonigal,
good, kid.
you have to give me $100,000. Like I love money, but that's even going too far.
I hear you.
How about 2 tickets, season tickets, just for the rest of the year?
But would you use season tickets?
Yeah, including playoffs.
You wouldn't use season tickets.
I wouldn't go every game.
It would be it's so funny. We had this guy. It would be 10 and 10.
Yeah.
10 games, my choosing. 10 so I'd save some towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Just in case of playoff and stuff like that.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's worthy of a Jack Nicholson.
You might have to give me a signed Scooble too. It's his last year with the team, so
All right.
I might need that signed Scooble jersey.
But do you
throw
think the
one
team
time.
would do that? Like my kid was like, I'm not sure they do that.
I don't think so.
10 Champions Club, 10 Priority Club.
I don't think so.
No.
Hey, that's
Okay,
fine. I'm
yeah.
keeping the baseball then.
All right. Yep.
Cool. Peace out.
I
Y'all be
know,
back.
I know a guy down the street that would probably pay me $10,000 for this ticket.
Yeah.
For this. Yep.
Y'all will be back.
Then it becomes about the money.
Yeah.
I like money.
I like money.
I promise they'll be back for that baseball. So
That's fabulous.
Guaranteed.
I'll walk right out on their ass. Nope. Okay. Have a nice day.
By the way, McGonigal 3 for 4 and a first career home run.
He's pretty good.
Bro, he got on base 8 times this series.
He's pretty good.
Carps with a homer. Dingler, one of the best catchers in the game already.
More on the Tigers in a minute, but they
Yeah,
did it
gotta
to us
give them their
again.
love.
They really did. They did it to us again.
I feel like it's gonna be like this all season,
Yep,
though.
yep.
They
That's
gonna have
exactly the
clusters
point.
where
We're gonna
it's
get into
great
it.
and then-
Hey, the
Oh, my
weather
God.
got warmer.
Hey, the bats
Oh,
actually
Lord.
warmed up.
Lord, here we go.
How about Javi Baez?
My boy Javi gonna swing on all things low and away, boy. But hey, he's able to turn on it though. He was able to turn on it.
He's got almost 900 OPS.
That home run that he hit was, if I'm a pitcher, Boy, I'd have been mad as hell. Sit me down after that. How do you hit a home run and the ball is that far out of the zone?
He just put his bat on it. He just put it was like a little flick.
As a pitcher, you just give up at that point. Like, okay, bro, it's nothing I can do here.
How about the sheriff? He was tough on us for a little bit.
The sheriff.
He pitched 4 good innings.
I did think about Sean.
Remember? I did. I
The
said
badge was there. Started disappearing.
I thought about you when I saw him. I was like,
He likes putting guys on base too.
I love the picture where he's holding the ball. You can't hit this.
Bro, they called him the sheriff on TV.
I know. How
I
great
lost
is that?
it.
How great.
I was wondering where
I
that
lost
nickname
it.
came from, and Sean, you was right. I'm like,
I lost it.
the sheriff. How do you get that nickname when you have a 6
What did we get?
ERA
One
as a
super chat in so
career?
far?
We
JD?
literally just got one.
We got
super
one in
chat.
so far.
Thank God. Thank y'all, man.
All right. Planet Fitness
We
is
actually
for
gonna get the
everyone.
break.
He's got another 20
Yeah,
super chats.
here's
We
more.
appreciate the
Did I
love,
really?
but God
Yeah.
damn, we need to get the break.
That was the only super chat we got.
Okay. Planet Fitness is for
Should've took
everyone.
us 10
Over
minutes on that.
2,700 clubs nationwide.
He's
over
keeping
50
going.
in Metro Detroit alone. You can get access to the Black Card Spa where you can recover with hydro massage and other innovative amenities. Bring a guest free anytime. Just $24.99 a month. Shout out to Planet Fitness Northville. We are all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness. And, you know, we get serious because we talk about sports every day. Wins, losses, pressure, expectations. Real life, not always easy. At Woodward Sports, just know this, you're never alone. And neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you. This is not that cookie cutter thing, okay? They want this to work specifically for you. 16 locations in Michigan, 2 in Ohio. They make getting help accessible and comfortable. If you've been thinking about taking that first step, do it. Visit PurePsychMI.com. That's PurePsychMI.com.
I hate to tell you, energy drinks, but you're about to be crushed. Thrive nootropic energy pouches are here to change the game by delivering steady, focused performance in a clean white pouch for a fraction of the cost. And unlike other brands, Thrive comes from an American company that's been leading the way for over 30 years. So stop drinking gut rot energy drinks and why don't you thrive for a change? It's just better.
Woodward Sports is your #1 source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Terry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and Easy nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day, all the sports, all Detroit, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's #1 sports network.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face. New focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
It's game on at Art & Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art & Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
All right, guys, this is it. This Friday, April the 17th, the heavyweights are at it again. They're heading to the Sioux. That's right, for another food review at the brand new Black Rock Bar and Grill inside Keewatin Casino in Sault Ste. Marie. Get there early because our man D-Mac will have there. He'll be a meet and greet at 4 o'clock. Come out, hang with the crew, talk sports, complain about the Red Wings, do whatever you want. Don't forget to get that famous steak on a stone, 755-degree volcanic rock. Cook it medium rare, of course. Head on up to Black Rock Bar and Grill inside Keewatin Casino this Friday in Sault Ste. Marie with the heavyweights and D-Mac. We will see you there. Remember, it's not just a meal, it's an experience. You can experience it at BlackRockRestaurants.com.
The heavyweights up in the UP.
How about it?
That you know what? If we had to find another like sitcom after Larry and Juice, the heavyweights in the UP would be a fantastic sitcom.
It would. They're going to do well up there.
We need another cartoon coming up here. I mean, we only got the one cartoon. We're not canceled, are we?
No, and you got the spinoff too, the Egyptian magician and DJ.
Right.
Yeah, shout out.
DJ. Is that DJ Wanham?
Yeah.
I like him. I want him.
Don't you wanna? Don't you wanna?
More on that in a second. By the way, did you guys see like The Athletic is like?
Oh yeah, she's done.
Like
She's done.
Diana Rossini.
She's done.
I got another picture to send you, Sean.
Oh, do you?
What's he say? Is he sending you nudes of Diana?
Yes.
No.
Our sturdy ESPN reporter.
I'm still getting hate for the word sturdy.
She can't come back from this.
No.
I feel bad for her because I really liked her.
I thought she did a good job.
She did.
Yeah.
She's fun. She doesn't take herself serious. She's a Jersey girl. You know what?
In more ways than one.
I'm just saying, man. Yeah, she's
Uptown girl.
She's more snooky than reporter.
She's more
snooky.
I like you, Diana.
Oh man,
she's more snooky.
We would love to have you here at Woodward
Hey,
Sports.
Snooki has class now. She would never. That's crazy, man.
What are you looking at?
Jeez.
I mean, hubby wasn't putting it down, I guess, at the crib.
Did you send
man.
something to me too, Jimmy?
I'll send
we
it to
all
you
got
right.
it. We all got it.
Look at your dumb phone.
Uh-oh.
That's what friends do, though.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
I can't stress that enough.
Oh,
all right.
Jesus.
Like honestly, Maz, do you remember when you and I went to Switzerland and we were walking along the river and we were holding hands? That's what friends do.
I know.
Damn,
By the way,
have
we seen one picture of the remaining friends that were supposed to be there? Not one single picture or one of her friends.
I did see a picture.
You did?
Yeah.
It had to be
It
AI.
slightly looks Photoshopped,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest.
It's AI. Because no one has come to her defense, unfortunately.
Damn. Ouch.
That sucks for her. It does. Obviously, nothing happens.
Yeah, you know what? I was about to go down Red Wing Road with you.
Yeah.
If you don't want things like this to come out,
Yeah.
don't be friends with the head coach of the New England Patriots.
Yeah, he's gonna get nothing because he just went to a Super Bowl. So
Listen, man.
hey, bro.
That's her husband.
I mean,
he got a PI after her because those pictures are from a distance
They really
and all day
No,
long.
that's a good point, Maz.
That's
He
a
should have
PI.
went old school and called cheaters on her ass.
That's a
Sent
PI.
Peter Gunz out there.
Cheaters.
Peter Gunz hosted it now, I think, man. They
Are
could
you
have sent Peter
serious?
out there.
I mean, someone tipped off the New York Post to go follow this, or these were pictures sent to the New York Post. I guess one day maybe we'll find out.
Damn, man.
But that's just not a happen set. That just doesn't happen. Oh, I see Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel. Let me take pictures of them. 90% of the people don't know who they are.
Got me feeling
That does look like PI. I never
Yeah,
thought about that.
that's
Maz.
PI.
Yeah, that's PI shit.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No
They're
doubt.
just friends anyway. So, I mean, what does it mean?
That's right.
Right?
Friends
Is
sip
she
other
just a
friends'
friend?
drinks. I mean,
Kenny, maybe it's DTF St. Louis.
I told you, DTF New England. They was on the app at the same time.
KG and I sunbathe on the back deck all the time.
Yeah.
That's what friends do.
Wait, what?
Do you hold hands? You don't like hugging. I know that ain't
Can
you.
Can you imagine KG? Where are you going, KG? Like KG's wife? My guy Sean and I, we're going to sunbathe in his backyard.
Again?
No, we're going to spend $3,000 on a room
Right.
and sunbathe in that place.
This is the 5th time this week.
Don't
You're not
worry-
getting no blacker than
don't
that.
worry about it.
Sunday.
Mr. Kraft will do it. Yeah, the owners of the Athletic will do it. Don't worry about it. Well, they'll pick up the tab.
They
That's hilarious.
had the rules of the Athletic, what they hand out to all their reporters, and like in black lettering, dark lettering. No collude. No.
Well,
you know what I'm talking about? Like,
how's that worked out in our business?
Right, I know.
My last day in this business, I am gonna blow. I'm just be prepared. I'm gonna blow the lid on so much of that shit.
We gonna tell all?
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna be like this. You ain't gonna find me later. You ain't gonna find me.
Oh man,
Mazza, you know a lot too.
Oh God, yeah.
You know a lot too.
Prayers to
How do you
everybody
be in this
involved.
business for 30 years and not know stuff?
You know stuff. That's never gonna happen, by the way. KG, you said it best before we went to the break. This past weekend reminded me of the arduous task that is the Detroit Tigers. Yeah. I'm serious. And I like the ride. I'll jump back on the ride. Thank you, sir. May I have another? But like this past weekend, as I was sitting there, and I was sitting in the exact same spot that I was during the misery that was that series in Minnesota. The exact same spot. And I sat back and I'm like, no, shame on me. It's not just this is baseball. It's a 162 game series. This is this team.
Yeah.
This is part of what has endeared this team to us. From going on the crazy run a couple of years ago to get back into it, to going on the crazy run that almost got themselves out of it last year, to series by series this year. This is just what this team is. There's a little cardiac going on with this
team. The cardiac cats. I was just about to say that. And we did our part last week. You know, we qualified every statement with, we know it's early. We know it's early, y'all. This is going to be the roller coaster that they're going to be on. And once again, it's the offense that drives everything. Like, we expected the pitching to come back into form, and they did. Like, shout out to the pitching over the weekend. Even Kiter Montero had a good outing. You already know what you're going to get from guys like Scuba and everything else. But it's the offense, man. And when they wake up and when they explode, it's great. You saw Kerry Carpenter wake the hell up. You saw Riley Green wake the hell up. Torque has even been getting on base at a decent clip.
Hold on there.
On base numbers. But go ahead. Maz with the hate.
No, I don't hate him. I want to see him do well. But, you know, he is what he is.
He is what he is. That's the best.
Yeah.
He is what he is.
But
like,
you
if you
give him
haven't
credit,
accepted
though.
what he is yet, you're not paying attention.
I mean, McGonigal, like I said, he got on base 8 times this series.
Amazing.
Like, this team, man, they are capable of being one of those top offenses, but it's just those stretches when they can't put up a run that really, really hurts this team, especially when your pitching is so good. And shout out to, shout out to the team, man. This is the way you needed to rebound after the week that you had, because let's be real, you were on a almost 5-game, or it was a 5-game losing streak. You were on a 5-game losing streak going into this series. I know Detroit Arrow in the chat said, "Oh, y'all happy about the Marlins?" Well, yeah, it was a shit week. Yes, I'm happy that we swept the Marlins. Yes, I'm very happy.
Rod Allen was there. I see you.
Well, it goes both ways, doesn't it? I mean, to your point, I get what you're saying. Point well taken. But if we're going to use that logic, do we then not make a big deal about a 4-game sweep to the lowly Twins? You know what I mean? It's got to go both ways.
It does.
If some are going to overreact, okay? And KG, in fairness, I'm glad you brought that up. None of us jumped off the bridge or anything like that. But to lose 4 to Minnesota is gross. It is.
Yep, 5 total.
So if we're gonna do that, well, in the interest of being fair, we have to say, yeah, you're damn right we should take care of business against Florida, and we did.
Minnesota's tied with Cleveland for the best record in the American League. Just so you know that, 9-7.
They're never going anywhere.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm just telling you, Cleveland isn't going anywhere either. Like,
they got bombed last night.
I was watching that. I took great glee.
Holy God.
Even the powers of Stephen Kwan couldn't stop that.
Wow.
Right.
I'm not joking. When I have nightmares, like you, the boogeyman or whatever, okay, I see Stephen Kwan. That's my nightmare. That son of a bitch, like, I'm having a nice day. My friend KG and I are down in Cabo sipping drinks together.
Right.
He's got his hand feed me, because that's what friends do. Right.
Rubbing suntan lotion.
And then all of a sudden, Stephen Kwan comes walking by. And he ruined the whole vibe.
He is something.
I'll continue to say it. He would be a great Tiger. He would.
How many freaking foul balls does Cleveland hit? They are unbelievable at making a pitcher throw 100 pitches in 3.5 innings. They're unreal.
Yeah.
They're pests. Even though they were getting slaughtered last night, they were making Chris Sale. He was like 80 pitches in 4 innings.
Yeah.
85 pitches. They just keep fouling and fouling. It's annoying.
Here we are. I think our souls needed that. And Scooble, he goes through a couple times, and you're thinking to yourself. And I like what AJ said after the game. He was like, were you thinking no hitter? And he goes, well, usually for me, it's like once you get around that third time, then all of a sudden you start to say, okay, yeah, we're at the third time now. This shit's starting to get real.
Yeah.
And but we were all doing it, weren't we?
No, of course we were.
We were all doing it.
Of course we were.
Just for what it's worth, he just hit a guy, but he hasn't given up a hit yet.
There you go.
He might get one before he's done here.
That'd be nice.
He might get one.
That would be really cool.
Probably be on a Tuesday night, a game that no one goes to, or a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
A big week coming up. You got the Royals coming in. I think a lot of people thought that they might play eventually second fiddle this year. Let's wait and see.
Yeah.
And then, Maz, they're going to one of your favorite places this weekend.
Where are they going?
Boston.
They are.
God, I hate that place.
You've been to Fenway, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I spit at it.
I spit at it. But no,
Hate that place.
Tigers got to take care of
Can
business.
you say this?
No.
Can I ask?
Go ahead.
It's a really cool atmosphere, though, right?
No.
What about outside the park with all the bars and everything?
I hate them.
Come on, man.
I hate them.
I hate them. Good atmosphere is Wrigley.
Overrated. Sorry.
Outside Wrigley?
I just think it's overrated.
How could it be overrated?
I just think it's overrated. It's better than it was. There's more stuff down there. But I just think the way that people talked up Wrigley to me, like I expected.
You got to know where to sit.
I expected big bosom women with like 2 beer steins to come up to me and hand me beers.
Like it's Oktoberfest?
Yeah, like angelic choirs singing and everything. It's a good experience. Like I'm not dissing it, but it was never going to live up to the advanced billing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I guess so.
When you hear so much about a
think it
place and
does.
you're finally there, you're like, yeah, I get it, but
I hang out by the Harry Carey statue.
you got to hook up there too.
Got to hook up there.
There was a pretty cool barbecue place like right across the way in Wrigleyville that we would always pop in when my son was at DePaul. We'd always pop into this barbecue before the
How
game.
far is DePaul from there? Not far, right?
Not far at all.
20
it was
minutes?
So where he lived, it was 2 subway trips or L trips down the line. I think it was 2. I think it was 2 away. Because it's weird. They have a downtown campus and they have the Lincoln Park campus.
Yeah.
And like Wrigley's like right smack dab in the middle. So,
And their arena's right on the highway.
yeah,
Yeah.
completely away.
Yeah.
That's a weird.
It's hard to get around in
Yeah.
Chicago. It really is.
Well, the L's huge. It
Well,
is.
yeah. If you're driving, it sucks.
Oh yeah, forget it.
It sucks.
Forget it. Yeah.
And then the south side.
South side.
Don't
Say a
wanna
prayer.
with the south side.
South side.
You've been to a White Sox game, right?
Plenty.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
I like their stadium.
it's real. It's like
yeah.
when you hear stuff about the South Side, all you have
Yeah.
to do is get off at that L exit
Yeah.
where the Sox are, and you see it. It's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
real. It's
They got to get out of there.
I'm literally the token white guy that puts his wallet in the front of his pocket and goes, okay, nothing in my pocket but my hands. Carry
Double
on.
lock on the doors.
Legitimately, I'm that guy that people are laughing at. Surely.
As long as you mind your business, won't
Yeah.
let that happen to you.
Hello, friend. I don't have anything on me.
Yeah.
I went to Old Comiskey,
Dump.
but it was like Tiger Stadium.
Yep.
But it was dumpier.
Yeah,
even.
it was even dumpier.
It was dumpier.
Yeah, it really was. So, yeah, nice win. All right, let's try to get on track. Can we take a break, JB?
Yeah, we can take a break.
Do you like that?
Good job, Sean.
Thank
Now
you.
we can get the super chats in.
Yeah, now we can get the super chats in. We do have to hear from Ben Johnson and Thrive, and then I'll finish off the super chats once more. Shout out to Gold Crown once again for this. We got $5 from Silas. He sends it. He said, damn, am I glad the Pistons skipped over that play-in step, and now I believe the play-in step is a lie. It's always the same teams every year struggling.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, Kenny, are you up to snuff on the play-in and stuff?
Not the play-in.
So what do we got? Heat and Hornets.
Yep.
Then the loser will play the winner of the Sixers game, something like that.
I don't know who the Sixers are playing.
Put
but
that
yeah.
up there, JB.
Yeah.
I got the Eastern Conference playoff seeds. There's the seeds. Now let's
Sixers Magic.
Still
Okay.
doesn't make any sense.
Go to the schedule. The next one.
Yeah, so-
hold on, wait.
This is the. You think the NHL is effed up? I think this is worse
I mean, what's wrong with the play-in?
because you're not out. You just you could lose one game, but you could still get in.
It's essentially a 3-game series.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're selling hope.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all.
You are. You're
That's
selling
all.
hope.
Who don't you want to play? I don't want to play the Heat.
Once again, I don't necessarily want to run into the Sixers right now, but we can beat them.
The Sixers, they suck.
Yeah, I didn't. It's still Charlotte for me.
Yes.
I was gonna say I would be upset with
Man,
Charlotte.
Wait a minute.
after the other night, it's still
Did you-
Charlotte.
Still Charlotte.
They did all that carrying on and still got beat by what, 18 points?
Bro,
It's still
It's still
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
did you see the end of the game? Jalen Duren says, we're not shaking hands. And JB Bickerstaff said, okay.
Yeah.
They walked off. They pulled an Isaiah.
It's still Charlotte for me, man.
I'm not scared of Charlotte.
But
I'm
They
not
got-
scared
they
of
got ready.
anybody.
They got the attitude.
Can I get that out of the way?
Yeah.
This isn't like I was scared of the Packers. This isn't like that at all. All right, this. I mean, I'm just trying to answer Maz's. I like their chances against everybody.
Yeah.
We're a 60-win team. Like, we have to start acting like it, right?
No, that's real. That's real.
I'm not scared of anybody.
I loved when
Fuck
they
'em,
walked.
bring 'em all.
I loved when they walked off, and I loved it when they walked off against the Bulls, and I was a Jersey guy at the time. That's why I love this team.
Yeah. Charlotte got the mentality, but they ain't got the talent. They ain't got enough. They don't. They can't withstand us for 7 games.
All I know is there's some real heat and some real rivalry with Charlotte.
No,
So
it is, but-
I want to see that in the first round of the playoffs. That would be perfect.
They remind me of the Pistons from a year ago. Like, yeah, it's a cute story right now. They up and coming. It all looks good. They tough, but it's.
I don't want the hungry kid.
Nah,
I don't want the
I hear
hungry
you.
kid.
I hear you. Charlotte ain't got enough.
Detroit DC says, Maz, you got to decide in your head. It doesn't matter who you play. You just mow through everybody.
Thank you. He's right. I don't know. This isn't. We went 60-22. I'm not. There is.
I know.
I get your question. I mean, who would you rather avoid? But in terms of like scared,
Not scared of anybody.
I didn't say
But like I
scared.
said, the
just said,
Sixers.
who would you rather play?
I know. No.
I don't think any of those teams could win 4 games against the Pistons.
We're the guys. You know what? We have to come to grips with this seriously. We're the favorite in the Eastern Conference.
We should be.
Like,
Absolutely.
Just come to grips with it.
I can't wrap my head around it. No. I'm happy, but I'm shocked.
I feel you, man.
I'm
I do.
shocked.
It's crazy. We are here, but once again, the way the Pistons defend, they can compete with every single team. And the only reason I say you don't necessarily want to see the Sixers right now is because, people like Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Paul George is even playing decent right now. Pandemic P, watch out, playoff P. But I'm just saying, that's a team that I don't necessarily want to see in the first. But every other team is like, come on, man, we got that. We got that.
Doc Rivers out as Bucks coach. By the way.
Good. You should have never fucking hired him.
Easy, buddy.
Where's he going next?
Bro, they
Back to
are
TV.
if they lose Giannis,
For
it's
a year.
because they hired Doc Rivers. Because literally they were above 500 with the last guy that was in there, and then they decided to fire him and bring this guy in.
They were an NBA champion 4 years ago,
It's insane, right?
and now they're one of the worst teams in the league. Maybe 3 years ago.
They fired my man with a winning record to bring in Doc Rivers, and it was a fucking debacle.
Sorry,
It was
JB.
about the namesake.
It was a
about the
debacle.
name.
Namesake of what, he ain't won a championship since 08.
They thought he could revive him.
I guess, bro. I guess.
It was rough out here.
Doc Rivers.
We got $2
Go
from
to bed, Doc.
Silas. He says, the Pistons won again. 60 in the column.
They won
everybody.
again.
All right, shout out, man.
Who's that, Chef Geach? The Pistons won again? Is that Chef Geach?
That's not Chef Geach.
Who
I
is
tell
it?
you that every time.
Who is
It's not. You always say it's Chef Geach.
I think it's
not.
Chef Geach.
It's not Chef. Shout out to Chef Geach. I love your music as well. But it's G-Mac Cash.
Oh, G-Mac Cash.
G-Mac Cash.
My
all right?
bad. Chef Geach, G-Mac Cash.
Oh,
Got it.
we all look and sound alike, huh?
Do you notice?
Alert.
I mean, that's pretty much what he's saying.
Alert.
Whoop, whoop.
Listen, Chef Geach does all the Lions and NFL songs.
Got
we
it.
love him for it.
Where's G-Mac
But
Cash?
G-Mac Cash does everything else, all the other sports teams. So. So.
T-Mac Cash can't do the Tigers anymore.
Yeah. I mean, shit, he got a better deal.
He sold out the Jets, I think it was.
Got some cash.
Hey, it's a better deal.
He got that Foursquare from Jets.
That's the game, man.
We got Shad sitting in $9.99. He says,
Shad.
"Can we acknowledge the real reason for Detroit team's greatest collapse these past seasons for the Lions, Red Wings, and Tigers? There's a common denominator."
I agree.
Is he talking to general manager? What's he
I
talking
pick
about?
up
I
what
think
you
he's
put
talking
down.
about that cloud. I think he's talking about airborne.
I think he's talking about define aggressive
The lack of aggression is gross.
because we don't know what the definition.
Hey,
is.
pretty soon,
Financial constraint.
pretty
lot of
soon, it wasn't time yet, okay? When is that going to start creeping in for Langdon? I'm not being funny. When's that going to creep in?
5 years.
5 years from now?
Yeah.
I disagree.
He's
You
got
set the mark this year.
he's got the team.
You're in the cat box, man. You are number one. And if you falter, you're going to hear people start talking about it. Man, I wish we would have done more at trade deadline. All right, we can't find ourselves in this position again next year.
Well,
right?
they're going to sign someone in the offseason.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Right? Steve was surely going to be active a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then last year, oh, for sure.
We're getting Kachuk.
Yeah.
And like I said, y'all barely got Falk.
Can they trade for Kachuk?
That was at the 11th hour.
Yeah, Ottawa finds themselves in the precarious situation again, much like they did with DeBrincat, where it would probably be in their best interest to make a trade and get him out of there.
Boy, you need a guy like that.
Oh, my gosh.
Holy God.
Just imagine if you had a chance to draft him, too.
Yeah.
All right, we got $4.99 from Dante151 sending in. He said, "Do we have to ask, is the Red Wings organization becoming the one thing that the fans feared, and that is a Mickey Mouse organization? Go
Yeesh.
Pistons."
Oh, look at that. No, they're not Mickey Mouse. There was only one Mickey Mouse, and it was my Devils. And they snapped out of that. That was a true blue Mickey Mouse franchise that I went and see. I went and saw them probably out of 40 home games. Probably saw 30 of them a year. I sat in section 240 at the Meadowlands, Brendan Byrne Arena. That was a bad team. This is a good team that can't get over the hump.
They in purgatory right now.
That's right. There you go.
I was just about to say, and purgatory is the worst place to be.
Absolutely.
Because do you tear it down or do you add Flex Seal?
Oh.
And that's why I don't think Stevie going nowhere, man. As I said, he's been good enough to not be fired. He's been just good enough
Max
to not be fired.
Plant's coming, and this is the one.
He won the Rookie of the Year. Down below.
The Hobie.
The Hobie.
Yeah. So they had the Player of the Year and the Goaltender of the Year, the Red Wings. Huh? Look, there it is in college hockey. Go on.
Congrats to Denver, by the way.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Denver.
Those sons of bitches, they just know how to win.
Voodoo.
3 out of 5
Voodoo.
championships. They knocked off Whiskey 2-1.
Shad sends us another $4.99. Said Larkin winning a gold medal is the worst thing to ever happen to the Red Wings.
No, it's not. Come on. Look how happy he was. I wish you could see the picture in February and the picture now that we showed you earlier today in the locker room. I feel terrible for the guy. I do. I really like him.
The same thing keeps happening every year. Huh. That's really weird.
Maybe he needs Jack Hughes.
It's almost, now call me crazy, it's almost as if he's a good player. But he's not a great player that can grab guys by the scruff of the neck and say, we're going this way, boys.
How about Jack Hughes and Zach Werenski? Weren't they all on the ice for the gold medal?
Mm-hmm.
All Grosse Point guys?
Werenski's probably going to win the Norris. If I were to place a bet, I think he wins the Norris as the best defenseman.
How about that?
If I were to place a bet, I think
he scored the game winner against us last week in the shootout.
Yeah.
Last Tuesday.
We'll see.
We got another $5 from Silas. He sends in. He says, we can't even compare the Red Wings to the Tigers because at least the Tigers make the playoffs. The Red Wings are the Jim Caldwell Lions without 2014.
Not only that, they win playoff series.
You know, I think where the comparison stands is the constant kicking the can down the road and telling people just wait. Where the Randy Smith era, oh, look at all these prospects, and then Dabrowski traded them all. And then the Al Avila era, I will say to my dying breath, that man had a spell on this town for years running. It was gross. And so in that regard, it's always about, well, wait till you see the next thing that's coming. And you are going to hear many people like me show frustration when, not if, Tarek Skubal's gone. You're going to hear a lot of frustration out of people like me because then you know what we're going to do? Guys, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. What are you talking about? Scott Harris went and got Framber. Did you forget about Brasino? Did you forget about Max Clark? Did you forget about all these pieces? Literally saying this while the best pitcher in baseball, a guy we don't have to worry about, is walking away.
He really is something to watch.
That's good. Yeah. That's going to frustrate the sin out of me. I'm telling you right now. But you know what? What happens in this town, and you know I'm right, is people will go, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Look who's coming. Well, surely they're going to have as big as an impact as the best pitcher in baseball. Surely they are.
Just realize, guys, he doesn't have any pitchers coming up.
And that's that. You saw some of the conversations I was having with Red Wing fans the last couple of weeks. Oh, don't worry, because Max Plant is coming. Oh, don't worry, because Kosa or Augustine or you know all the names by now. It's okay. No, it's not. No, it isn't. Sorry. Anything else, JB?
Just one more before we head to break. 199 from Blow Me 6969. Notice both teams Chris Ilitch owns are cursed.
You think that's his real name?
Who you talking about? Blow Me 69? Yeah, that's his government name, man.
69's his middle name.
Right.
Blow Me is his first name.
Like the first day of school when they go alphabetically. I was always one of the first names being mentioned, right? Baligian, Bryant, Green. Oh, Blow Me 69.
Present. He's the guy that says present for sure.
Present.
Present. Here he says present.
Here.
How do you spell that? B-L-O.
When you are looking for justice, there's only one guy you need to call, all right? Because the corporations, the government, even your insurance company, look, they'll do whatever it takes to minimize their liability. So when you need a fighter, when you need justice, you get the fighter.
Yeah, I'm right.
You get Ven Johnson. Contact Ven today at venfights.com. And I've been talking about Thrive for a couple weeks. Have you guys tried it yet? It is legitimate. And if you're tired of the midday crash from sugary energy drinks, you can level up with Thrive energy pouches. It's 2 for 1 for me. It gives me that need to pack a big fat dip, and I get the energy burst. Best part, it's all clean, all energy, 0 sugar, 0 crash. You can grab Thrive peach, peppermint, cinnamon. I go with the wintergreen. Scan that QR code right on your screen, right stinking now, or go to dipstop.com to grab a tin. Use promo code WSN at checkout to get 15% off your order. Seriously, guys, Thrive, it effing works.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Head to WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network. To brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit. But we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Hey guys, they are regular sports bars, and then there's Art and Jake's. Nobody else even comes close.
Nobody.
80 wall-to-wall TVs, 22 draft beers on tap, and a menu stacked with fan favorites. Make sure you scan that QR code and join the AJ's fan club. Follow them on socials at Art and Jake's. They do a great job on their socials. A sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor. It's Art and Jake's.
We go to the break and Maz is sitting over there singing a song about ASP. I don't. What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly, I really don't know.
Good.
I don't know what just pops in my head.
All right. Well, that's all right.
I guess so.
Some masism.
What?
Some masism.
Yeah. Stop it. Stop.
It's the voices in your head, man. They counsel you. They understand. They talk to you.
You even threw me off there. I was like, what the hell is he doing, right? Just very quickly, we'll get into some Lions stuff. I still can't believe we're 10 days away. We're literally 10. And then what? 30 days away from one of the greatest days of the year? The NFL schedule day.
Oh, God, yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's better than the draft.
Even though we already...
Whoa.
All right.
Relax.
Whoa.
Listen, I won't go that far, but I can't tell you my joy. Like when it first appears, on the screen, when you first...
How about the leaks?
Listen to that
Listen
sound,
to that noise.
bro. That's the best.
It kind of made you
sound
hard,
in
didn't it?
sports.
Be honest. Yeah, like all of a sudden, like
you get the chills.
Your little buddy started to arouse downstairs.
Get the chills.
Come on, bro.
Oh my gosh.
There is no sound like that.
I love the 2 or 3 day leaks, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
And maybe 1 out of 10 are right. Maybe 1 out of 10.
I think more than that.
No, they are. You know the pick 5 minutes before they send the card in.
Oh no, I was talking about the schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The schedule.
Okay, talking about the draft.
I look at all the leaks, so I do.
Me too.
Yeah, I look at all the.
Which is crazy when you think about it, because we know the schedule already.
Thanksgiving
they
always
give us
comes
the
down.
teams that we're gonna play,
Yeah.
but when they sequence them, it's just something. It does something. to you.
It does.
Thanksgiving always gets leaked.
Yeah.
When the schedule first comes out, I'm not joking. My eyes go straight to Thanksgiving. Every gosh damn year.
How could you not?
Every gosh damn year.
And if you want to buy tickets, That's the moment. Once you see the Thanksgiving Day, once the release comes out for buy tickets, everybody goes to the Thanksgiving game. That's the first game that they click on to buy tickets. I think 95% of the people will do that.
Are you snobby? Gosh damn it, why'd we go down this road? Are you snobby? Do you think it should be a divisional rival, or does it matter to you guys?
It don't really matter to me.
It don't matter
It
to
doesn't
me
matter.
either.
Yeah.
I'd rather not have an AFC team.
I like it better with
Honestly.
divisional rivals, so I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means you have
I
your
do.
choice of 3.
Yeah, I like it.
We haven't
better.
seen the Vikings in a long time.
Only
On
a
Thanksgiving.
few years. It's been a few
2016, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
We've had some good ones with them. on
Remember
Thanksgiving.
Sam Bradford threw that pick late in the game,
years.
and
Darius Slay.
we ended up hitting a long field goal to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've always had good matchups on Thanksgiving. I remember in the 90s when we were like I think we did 40s, like 45, 39, 38. Remember that one? Mm-hmm. Scott Mitchell was going crazy that day.
Yeah.
Herman Moore, Barry.
we had a span. I remember Houston was in here once, Cleveland was in here once. That was when I was a fan, though.
Yeah.
Like that's when I was going.
Oh, the Oilers, you mean?
Yeah, because
the
not
Texans.
the Texans.
No,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
talking about
Texans.
the Oilers.
Yeah, I remember that year.
Because I
That was
think
great.
it was 87. Because a couple of my buddies got their driver's license and everything, and we just like one year I just stopped because it was always at Grandma's house, and I called my grandma. I was like, I'm going to Lions game. Sorry, and we'll see you next year. And we never saw her next year.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, Grandma. I probably owe her an apology for that. It was just that became our thing. Like the same group of guys, we just went every Thanksgiving. It was great.
How about that Giants game in '82?
That was blacked out here. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, it was blacked out here. You didn't live here. Yeah, it was blacked out here.
Holy.
Mm-hmm.
That was
First of
LT,
many.
coast to coast.
That is when I have conversations with my son. The blacked out thing. He just
Blacked out on
It's crazy.
Thanksgiving?
He doesn't get it. Yeah, he doesn't.
You
yeah.
had to be there.
Art
to
Van didn't come
understand.
through?
We had
Van
okay,
didn't
so
come through.
that
You had to be there, man.
and a lot of the Monday night games, believe it or not, were blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
And like my kid would like literally look at me and he'd go, "So you couldn't see it anywhere?" And I said, "Well, you got to remember this is an era where KG didn't know where all the secret
They didn't
stations
have 'em.
were
They didn't
because
have
they
'em.
didn't exist.
Yeah.
So you legitimately, you couldn't mask that one.
Wow.
Me and my dad in the car listening to Dan and Killer on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think, gosh, if I remember, the next year they actually sold it out for Pittsburgh, and we beat the hell out of the Steelers. Like the Steelers were on their way down.
Mm-hmm.
Bradshaw was gone, but like we beat him like 45-3 or something.
Wow.
And little Sean, there he is with his pants around his ankles. And my dad and grandpa are "You're doing it again."
Yep. I can honestly
You're
say,
so dumb.
since I've been watching football since I was 8 years old, I have never, ever missed the Lions on Thanksgiving, whether it was on TV or I was live at the game. Never missed it. 12:30, I could not wait to see them because in Jersey we never saw them. And I thought they were always my third favorite team because of Thanksgiving Day.
Maz, I was there in person. I mean, now that 32 straight years.
Yeah.
32 straight years I was
Yep.
there in person. Wow,
Yes.
it's crazy.
It's a long
I'm with
street.
you. I might have missed one or two since I moved here.
Gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's a long street.
Yeah, so we legitimately 10 days away from the draft. I'm going to say it again in case you missed it earlier in the show. We're going to have draft extravaganzas. I don't have all the details yet because I don't think the powers that be have worked out all the details. But know this, Thursday night, that draft night, we're going to have a show. Everybody's going to be involved. Scott Bischoff will be in. I know he's sticking around until about 15 minutes after the Lions pick. I don't know if we'll do the Friday thing again, KG, that we did last year. That was you, me, and Bischoff.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, day two. And I know the boys will do kind of an extravaganza on Saturday as well. So we got you covered. There's no place to go anyplace else. You know how we roll here at Woodward Sports.
The actual season starts April 20th. So the Lions officially go into business on April 20th, followed by the draft and, of course, OTAs right after that.
Yeah. We back.
In business.
We back.
I'm not.
Today's the 13th, so next Monday.
Next Monday.
It's business.
1 week.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent, we are back. Boy, I'm interested to see how this season.
I see. That's
man.
It's not even like KG. I don't say that with hesitancy either. You know, like Okay, I'm interested to see how this works. It's more, I'm interested to see how this works this year.
Yeah, because deep down, the fan in me wants to believe we are better than what we claim to be right now on paper. I just don't know, though. And last year, them not making the playoffs, that was a shot to the heart, bro. That's really something that I did not expect with this regime. We all know they got that last win against Chicago at the end of the year, so they would have a winning record. But you know what the deal is. Every time that they don't make the playoffs or get to a Super Bowl, at this point, it's a failure. So I'm very interested to see how they bounce back. You know, new offensive coordinator. Another year of trying to figure out the O-line. What is the defense going to look like? What will Shep look like another year? Like, it's a lot of questions, man.
And you know what? I don't want to derive my excitement out of a schedule. I want to derive my excitement out of the team.
Right.
Because I think the way the schedule configures itself, you know, obviously we haven't seen it, but look, a fourth place schedule is going to be a big thing, right?
That's what I keep getting told, Sean.
And it should
there'll be some teams that surprise you.
Of course.
Always
but
is.
Yeah, there's always some.
That's why you play the schedule game for fun, knowing full well that there are teams that are going to kind of pop up and surprise you. But
like the Giants.
Yeah, I was about to say one example was the Giants. That looked like a dub until all the shit
100%. 100%. But I don't want to go, hooray, we're 10-7 or 11-6 because of a schedule. I want to go, we're 11-6 and absolutely legitimate and have a chance of winning the NFC.
Well, it's up to the Lions to prove that.
That's exactly it.
Thibodeau's going to get moved. You watch on the draft, he will not be a Giant.
Yeah.
Is that something
they're going to keep Dexter Lawrence?
Is that something that would interest you? He's still on his rookie deal.
Yeah.
Is that something that could interest you in?
Yeah.
I mean, that's who Brad wanted before.
Yeah, I'm talking to
are
you.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you, Brad.
You're talking to me?
Okay, you're talking to Brad? No, he has no interest in that.
Okay.
You know that.
I know.
Financial constraints.
How about you? I'll talk to you then.
Yes.
All right.
Do you know how many financial constraints that we have?
Do you guys get worked
paying
up?
them pittance.
Yeah.
Do you
I
guys
have to pay my 2023 class, all of them. Every single player.
Who is this John Frisella guy? Who is this?
He works for NFL.com.
Okay. It just doesn't. I used to know all these guys. I just don't know these guys.
Yeah, I mean,
anymore.
it's new blood.
All right. So John Frisella ranked the 32 coaches in the National Football League. JB, do you got this?
Yeah.
How dare he do this to Dan Campbell?
All right.
How dare he do this to Dan Campbell?
Well, starting from 32.
Sala, Bowles, Stefanski, Harbaugh.
Well,
How could you disrespect Harbs like that?
Yeah, he could be higher for sure.
Halfley.
Where's the rest of them?
Mike LaFleur.
Well, it's on the other side.
Dan Quinn. Todd Monken. Remember when Dan Quinn, like 2 different times, he was a genius? Do you remember that? That was cool.
Yeah.
2 different times Dan Quinn was a genius.
He whooped the Lions.
He got to a Super Bowl. He got to a Super Bowl.
Brian Schottenheimer, Mike McCarthy, Joe Brady, John Harbaugh, Minter, Campbell at 17.
On his 50th birthday.
How dare you?
Now, you got the Saints Kellen Moore better than
I know.
MCDC?
That's bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
How do you can you
Jesse Minter is a first-year coach.
Shane Steichen is ahead of him.
Can you
Kubiak?
Help me with the Clint Kubiak. That's
He hasn't coached the game.
Help me with Clint Kubiak. By the way, I think a lot of Packer fans out there they're going to agree with me. How do you got Matt LaFleur way the hell up there?
Yeah.
Because I know this. I know a lot of Packer fans, okay? And a lot of Packer fans are not enamored. Not exactly enamored with Matt LaFleur.
He's a consistent playoff choker. He'll get in the playoffs. He'll get you there. But they are consistent chokers.
I think KOC belongs to be higher. I just do.
I like how Joe Brady hasn't coached the game either, and he's ahead of McCarthy and Schottenheimer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. Oh, well.
Ben Johnson at 4.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that.
They love.
Are you a Bear fan again? Are you back in?
No.
Yeah, he is.
That ran right out of me. That was like COVID.
Because you were a Bear fan out of spite. I just want you to admit it. With like,
yeah, of course. I told you guys that.
He did admit that.
You made me that.
Did I do it or did Neil do it?
All of you.
All of you.
Even Travis turned on me.
Man, as I was kind of.
Trav's my guy.
I was kind of. I was seeing what.
Kenny was with me.
I was seeing what you saw.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying. I'm not a Bears fan. I was seeing what you saw.
It came a year early in my mind. It came a year early because, KG, I go back to last year. sitting there on the second day of the draft, sitting in this studio going, I hate to say it, I like what the Bears are doing.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, we were talking about that. I just didn't think it would come so quickly.
They lost a bunch of guys this year.
I need Caleb Williams. Do you know that? I need Caleb Williams. Because one of my favorite things is to send you pictures. You know that.
Listen, I think he's going to be a fabulous quarterback. I still do.
I forgot about that. Our petty.
Yeah, y'all petty, man.
He could have been your son-in-law.
You was asking him why Maz loves him so much.
Future son-in-law.
I got something
Fabulous
for you.
Quarterback.
I'm going to give you the NFL draft guys that are attending the draft.
All right.
And we already know the number 1 pick in the draft will not be there.
Good for him.
Staying
The
home.
shit that he's getting, I don't get it.
Mendoza's staying home with his family.
Are you? I don't get it.
But take a look at these guys. They're going to be in the green room. Is that what they call it? The green room?
Yeah.
Any of those going to be a Lion?
Maybe Proctor, maybe Sonny Styles if something crazy
Oh,
happens.
my God.
Something
love
crazy
that.
would have to
Yeah,
happen.
I mean,
God.
They talk
Something-
about his stock falling. They tell
Good fall.
I don't know though. I don't know.
Get injured now.
You get injured now.
Ruben Bain, that's going to drop
Yeah.
with the car accident that he had.
I told you guys
Hildred
months
Falk,
ago.
maybe?
I've mentioned this a lot. Falk, I like Falk a lot, but I've totally taken out of my brain any
Edge
chance
rusher.
of him coming to the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, edge rusher at first.
Yep.
Nah.
It's. I'm going to say it again. My jaw would drop if he took one in the first round. Drop. That's not him. He's shown us over and over and over and over and over. He just doesn't put that premium on it. Proctor. I'm going to stick with it. I think it's going to be Proctor. We've talked about. I think it's going to be Proctor.
Yeah.
I think when all is said and done, it's going to be Proctor. That's going to be the guy. We'll see.
I'm sold on him too. I'll take him.
IOL or tackle. That's where we're going. And there are legitimately, we were talking about it on Friday. There are probably 5 names that you could slide in there in that area.
Yeah.
I think this is one of those years where the worlds of need and BPA are going to combine.
Yeah.
At 17. I really do.
And he's done it before. I mean, we needed corners the year that he took TA and Rakestraw back to back. Now, mixed results on that, but that was a time where you needed some secondary help, and he went out and got that. So I don't think he's like opposed to that in any way. You just got to make common sense moves, and we all know Brad loves BPA. It does depend on how the board shakes out, but I don't expect him to go up there and do no wild shit like tight end or a wide receiver for the first pick.
I read
he's going to get something that this team needs, and most likely it'll be on the offensive line.
I read that edge is not off the table for him.
I don't think it is either. I know it's crazy to think about. I don't think it is.
I don't believe it.
Don't you think Dan Campbell has something to say about this too?
Probably, but
Brad gets the final
what
word.
other
though.
evidence do we need?
Why do you want to see your best guy get doubled and triple teamed?
What other evidence do you need that he's just not going to put a premium on it?
He even said it. He
Yeah,
values. He values setting the edge more than getting to the quarterback.
I mean, it'd be great if it was a smoke screen.
Yeah.
Ha ha! Got your asses. That'd be great.
But 4 years
he runs
later,
up the, he Messidor, Falk. Yeah, great. That'd be great.
He said it himself. You get to chasing the quarterback too much, that'll get you gashed. He is more afraid of giving up the run than he is getting after the quarterback. He said it himself.
I think Kelvin Shepard would like to
I think
to have
so
it
too.
to be in that draft room.
We have a philosophical disagreement, and that's okay.
But why does he always have to be the final word?
He's a general manager.
I understand that.
Although it sounds like there have been a couple times that he kind of deferred to the people in the room. There have been a couple times, right?
Yeah.
Has there?
Well, the Thibodeau. I mean,
that's
well,
right.
Hutch fell in your
That's
lap.
right.
That was
Yeah,
kinda like, you had no choice but to
at
adjust
that
on the
point,
fly.
yeah. But that was like
nobody. Trayvon Walker, come on now.
Yeah.
Nobody
He got paid.
He did get paid. Shout out to him.
He's gotten better every year.
But he's not Hutch though. They made a grave mistake not taking.
I mean, unless it comes out, I mean, we'll never know if there's been a Brian Calhoun moment.
Ooh,
Brian Calhoun. I thought Sean. That was early in my Lions fandom. When they drafted him, I thought, oh, yes, we got our running back in the future.
Who'd they give him on the card?
Never saw the field.
I don't know, and I was told that,
Yeah.
and I forget. Gosh damn it. But I told you, somebody who was in that room told me point blank, like they were all, think about our room right now,
Yeah.
okay? All of us are in the room, and we're like, that's the guy. That's that. We're going with young Justin. Young Justin is our pick. And then all of a sudden, Matt, as he changed his mind.
Yeah.
I just went with a hunch. Mm-hmm. And everybody...
I know, right? It's like Neil always tell the story about Boss Bailey and how the medical staff literally, the only time they've ever went into the office, hey, this guy has arthritic knees, don't draft him. What's
Aaron
the first
Gibson.
thing you do?
Gimme.
Yep.
Were you... I think you were... That was before you and I really knew each other. I think you were at... Because we were at the same station, but I was
Yeah.
doing the weekends.
Yes.
Were you there that day? Because I'll never forget the guy who headed the Lions draft.
I forget, Sean.
It was the day. Do you know what it was? It was Gretzky's last game in New York.
Ooh.
Because we were watching it at the Silverdome, and then when they. The look of horror on his face when everybody started talking about his back problems. He had no idea. He had no. Everybody's going, oh, you like, but he's got some back problems, and all that stuff, and like the look of horror on his face, and I'm like, how the don't you know that? How don't you know that?
Juan Roque.
You can't make up. You can't make up the shit that's happened. You can't.
Boss Bailey.
You can't.
Well, Champ Bailey's good. Let's take his brother.
Right.
Right.
That was really the logic, though. Like
I got sucked in for Boss Bailey so badly.
Well, he had a great name.
He did have a great name.
He
was
good
phenomenal.
name.
Boss Bailey. Like, that sounds like a star.
Yeah, I know.
You know me. I watch a lot of SEC football. The guy was phenomenal.
With our arthritic knees.
Son of No, I can't.
Aaron Gibson.
I can't see it. I can't see
Brian Calhoun.
Legit, I can't see him grabbing an edge. Now don't see, now you guys got me like
It's not off the table.
I'm dreaming right now.
It's not off the table. It depends on how the board gonna shake.
Let my mind go.
It depends on how the board gonna shake.
Listen, let me ask you this one thing. Would Sonny Styles fit this team?
Yes.
Yes.
Why not trade up and go get him?
Because we're not going to do that.
A lot of capital to do that.
Now you're talking about different value to go up. You would potentially have to go up to 10. So you're talking moving 7 spots.
That's a lot of capital.
That's a lot of. If you complain about the package for your boy, White Boy Summer.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but I mean, if you got Sonny Styles, I mean, there's your answer at linebacker. But again, all right, I'm going to think like Brad now, okay? I'm going to do my best to think like Brad. Well, when I look at that position now, Jack's got a big payday.
Rodrigo.
Is that really positional value? Right? I mean, that's Brad logic, though, isn't it?
Right. He goes against positional value. He's a villain. He's a villain.
He goes against positional value.
No, he does. That's why he started wearing the villain hoodies. He's a positional villain. He don't care about draft value.
Oh. He is.
Which is why he drafted Jack Campbell so early and Bray walked off. It was like unheard of to do that.
Because that guy's going to be the guy. So do you add another guy like that?
Yeah.
It's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like the edge logic. All right, well, no, you know what? We'll find a guy.
Right.
The Egyptian magician, you know.
Cheaper
if we
options.
keep plugging guys in there, DJ Wanham will be the answer, whatever.
Yeah.
We keep plugging guys in there, eventually we're going to find one that works.
Yeah. Because if I draft an edge, first round and I have him for 5 years and he's good, I got to pay him. So it's like it's not in Brad's forte. Plus, once again, he values stopping the run over getting to the quarterback. He said so.
That's the spinoff right there.
All right, we got a break. JB, where do you want to go? Any super chats we need to take care of?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's hear from Sam Adams and Superior Lending. But first, let me clear up some of these super chats we got going on. Shout out to everyone sending them in. And the Gold Crown as well for sponsoring these super chats. Let's see, where are we at? That guy from Bowling sending in $4.99.
Shout out, Chris.
He said, number one, Steve Y cooked himself like a brisket at 225. Number two, do you guys want to come over and watch WrestleMania at the new place? Maz is an auto invite.
Thanks, Chris.
Maz don't like wrestling at all, so I think he's extending that invite to you and me, JB. And we'll have to see what we got going on that day. But yeah, I'm not excited for WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's kind of lacking for me this year.
They meddle in with the celebrities too much, and I know that's a part of WrestleMania, like historically. But this year is that Pat McAfee and the fucking Drew. Come on, bro, what are we doing?
Jelly roll,
yeah. Like I'm
got jelly rolls in it.
Yeah,
yep.
He's gonna have a match.
Do you remember when Cyndi Lauper saved rock and roll though?
Yeah, right. Shout out.
Because when I think of rock and roll,
you think of
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper, Jimmy Page,
yeah,
right? Jack White,
WWE Hall of Famer Cyndi Lauper. She's in the Hall of Fame, y'all. So
God help us.
Along with Dennis Rodman as well too.
Yeah. Thank you letting us get our shit off about wrestling. By the way,
$2 from Detroit, DC. He said, guys, the Wings forgot that booster.
Well, there's more validity to that.
God damn. Did SOL morph into SORW?
Hey, they got tired. That happens. That drags you down. That's part of the disease.
The winged wheel disease.
The winged
wheel.
All right,
catch
listen,
that winged wheel.
I need you to wipe off Hockey Town from center ice. Just put the winged wheel there and call it a day. Please.
Hey, Purgatory.
Please.
Yeah, I don't even know if you deserve that name.
We're not Hockey Town anymore.
Be real.
Never were. You know that, but it was a fantastic.
Oh, man. When they actually were Hockey Town? Holy shit.
Fantastic marketing.
We were top 3
Fantastic
Hockey
marketing.
Towns, don't you think?
Top 3
in America.
I'm talking about Canada. They haven't won a cup since '93.
In America, yeah. Well, which furthers my point that if these maniacs still go and pack these places and they haven't won a cup in that long, that kind of furthers my point.
Well, they have a good time.
Boy, do they ever.
Yep.
Hey, misery.
Especially the Oilers fan that popped their top.
Oh, that was a good time. $4.99 from Ryan's reaction. He sends in. He said Caldwell had a higher regular season winning percentage at .563.
Dude, you need to drop this. I'm begging you, Ryan. I'm begging.
Ryan just does that for reaction.
You got Sean on your ass.
He's done that a few times. I am begging you.
Get him, Sean.
To me, that is the epitome of what has made the Lions the piss poor franchise that we love. I mean, I literally was dealing with people that would tell me Jim Caldwell's not that bad.
I mean, at the time, he wasn't. He was a drink of water.
By Lion standards!
Yeah, I was about to say he was a drink of water for somebody in the desert.
Can he fiddle with his belt anymore?
He's got 78 watches on him, and he still couldn't tell time.
Yeah, the clock, whenever they would put the camera on him after a clock mismanagement, it was just like, come on, man. Like, I love Caldwell. I got to meet Jim Caldwell. He's a great guy. But
to see
one of the nicest humans you'll ever meet.
He's a great guy.
Gentleman Jim.
Great guy.
To see that look in 2014 playoff game against the Cowboys. he just looked he looked like he didn't know what would happen.
Guys, he just needed glasses. That's all it was.
At no point in time during that regime, including that year, did I say to myself, the Lions are capable of winning a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, I never did. I never did.
They were that year.
I didn't feel that year. I thought we might win a playoff game that year. But we would have, if you remember, we would have had to gone on the road and win all those games in a row on the road.
One more, Dallas.
No, not one more. They'd have had to go and win 2 more.
2 more?
Mm-hmm.
That was a wild card game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, son of a bitch.
$5 from I Ain't Say That. He sends in. He said, Maz, I'm out of bacon. Please explain how Neil did this to me. Go Lions. I'm very anxious for the Lions. I'm nervous because I don't want to see my boys fail.
What happened is you probably won a contest at Big D Energy. He got your address.
What? He got your address.
Dude, I made this unbelievable bacon casserole. Shout out to the Friels Market in Tawas. A couple of the boys are here. I get this double smoked bacon.
Double?
So good. So damn good.
I'm already hungry, Sean. Thanks a lot.
I know, same here.
Sorry.
Fucking jerk.
$2 from Silas. He said, Brad deferred to Dan for Jack Campbell.
Oh, wow. Well, good pick.
Yeah.
I hope Dan can
I don't
change
remember
his
that
mind again.
dynamic. I'll take your word for it, Silas. I don't remember that dynamic.
If that happened, then we got a shot.
Positional villain.
I know.
We're not getting an edge.
And
Linebacker.
one more.
Just keep the door open, Sean. Just keep the door open.
Sonny.
Just keep the door open. You
Sonny.
never
Sing
know.
with me.
This year,
Sonny.
more than any other year, is possible.
We say that every year. But,
No, this year is for real. This is probably the best chance you got to get in the edge in the first round.
it's not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen either.
It's happening again.
This is the best chance.
Finally, 199 for Blow Me 69-69. If Caleb Downs falls past 10, move up.
Look, you can't completely dismiss it.
No.
This is a guy that has shown he's willing to take the elevator. But that's, when you're going around top 10, that costs a little different.
Yeah. I don't think he's going
But
to.
he is a villain.
He only takes the elevator for offensive players, if you've noticed. Has he ever gone up for a defensive player?
No.
Not
Oh,
off the top of
TA?
my head, I can't think off the top.
He went up a couple spots for TA.
He did?
Yeah, they were at 27. He moved up to 24.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Nice job there, Kenny.
All right, where are we going, JB?
We got to hear from Sam Adams and then Superior Lending.
As the weather heats up, patio season is upon us. Nothing like sitting outside having a nice drink. No beer, says spring, quite like Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. They got the deal still going on at Art and Jake locations. $5 shorts of cherry wheat across Michigan at Art and Jake's Monday, Thursday, Saturday. Light, refreshing, brewed with real Michigan cherry, smooth enough to sip all game long. All chill out in the patio long, win or lose. Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. Please drink responsibly.
Hey guys, buying a home or refinancing one is a big decision. And just like in sports, you need a big team, a great team behind you. That's why we team up with Supreme Lending right here. As a full-service lender, they boast a 99% close-on-time rate, 97% customer satisfaction score, and the game changer when you apply for an eligible loan. How about this? Mention Woodward Sports, receive up to $500 off of your appraisal. To score this deal, call the number on the screen. Talk to Chad and Chris at Supreme Lending today. Remember, mention Woodward Sports.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Hey, Buddy's Pizza is celebrating 80 years, and you can get in on the party as well. You know, you can still save 20% on your order of $200 or more at Buddy's Pizza. Yeah, you want to have a party, nothing like supplying Buddy's for everything. It's the Detroit original. It is Detroit-style pizza. You hear that term all over the place. Guys, it's Buddy's. They're the ones that started it. Have you seen some of their new signature specials? 4-square pizza, individual salad, Buddy bread, $29.99. Or you can get the 8-square pizza, medium salad, and Buddy bread for $39.99. Happy birthday to Buddies, and in true Buddies fashion, they're not giving the presents. They're giving you the presents.
Yes.
That's Buddies.
Yes.
All right, we got to get out of here. A former Tiger manager, Phil Garner, passed away.
Rest in peace.
Just about 2 weeks shy of his 78th birthday.
Damn.
77 years ago.
Damn.
We love scrap iron. He was a great ball player, and he did well for us. You know, we didn't win, but he was a great guy, terrific guy.
Yeah, you hate to
God
see
bless him.
that. No doubt.
He's been suffering with pancreatic cancer for 2
Ugh.
years.
Sheesh, man.
Absolutely,
2 years.
absolutely
terrible.
brutal.
It's a sin.
Absolutely
That
brutal.
damn pancreatic cancer, man.
It's an absolute sin.
Sheesh.
Just. All right, you guys, listen. Have yourselves a great day. Big D.
What's on tonight?
The
Big D
WNBA
Energy
draft.
coming up.
Hey, shout out.
Big D Energy coming up.
Dallas. The Dallas
And then
Wings got the
Shep
first pick.
And Bray, and of course
WNBA
the heavyweights.
draft is tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, won't miss that.
Who will
See
the
you
Dallas
guys.
Wings select?
Come on,
240.
Shock. You got this, Shock.
Shock.
Later.